Hey guys, today I want to talk about communication. So something that I see a lot, especially in matchmaking, is people don't really know how to communicate effectively. Far too often someone will be sitting here on Mirage or wherever on a site, and they'll see one guy sort of solo pushing a site. They'll panic and say, uh-oh, it's A. Well, when you say it's A or it's B, what does that communicate to your team? Well, that communicates to them, hey, they're all pushing A, rotate off of B, rotate out of window right now, I need help. When in reality, it's one dude, and you're calling for that rotate, maybe not intentionally, but you're calling for that rotate, and that leaves an open bomb site at B. The terrorists just stroll in, they get the plant, it becomes a 4 versus 5 retake, and yeah, you have the man advantage, but it's still going to be a very difficult retake, because one, B sites are just made to be hard to retake. So, that being said, the worst thing you can do when communicating is panicking. Unless there really is, like, all 5 members or 4 people pushing A. Okay, yeah, it's big. Okay, I need help at A. There's 4 people there. Don't say, oh god, it's A, oh god, oh god. Don't panic, just say, 4 pushing A, I need help. And maybe they'll communicate to your team, hey, rotate 1 off of B. There's still 1 or 2 more people on A, so 3 people should be able to help slow down, at the very least, a push on A, until you do see that bomb, and then you can say bomb spotted at B. So that's just a quick little tangent there. So first and foremost, keep the comms clear. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, I definitely don't mean don't laugh and joke around, don't have fun in the game. Definitely do. It's a game after all. But what I mean by keep the comms clear, don't give sort of useless information. It'll be like, okay, I'm jumping on top of firebox. Okay. Oh, I failed the jump. I'm jumping. I can't get up there. How do I get up there, guys? Okay, I jumped on top of this thing, and I'm jumping on top of this thing. Don't give them your life story. Don't give them your CS life story, so to speak. Keep the comms as clear as possible, you know? And that's especially important on maps like Mirage, or Inferno, like on the B site on Inferno, when the terrorist can push very quickly. If this guy's holding right here, he's sort of changing it up or something, he's trying this new spot, and you're just giving them your life story, he can't hear. If he can't hear and they're just doing a straight up Tech 9 rush or something, he's not going to have any nades ready to slow that down because, again, he can't hear, and you're giving them a free kill, you're giving them an opening to the bomb site. And when that person dies, it's going to be a lot more difficult for 1 or 2 people to hold off a huge push than it is to hold off a huge push with another guy standing right here and this guy being bait for him, or vice versa, you know? So keep the comms as clear as possible. Don't give silly information. So secondly, be concise and be precise. If you see one guy pushing A, say, hey, 1A. If you kill him, say, okay, 1 dead, A ramp. If you see 2, hey, there's 2. Don't be like, oh god, they're all pushing. Again, that goes back to what I was originally saying. Don't panic when you see 1 guy. Don't panic when you see 4 guys. Just be concise and be precise. Say, hey, there's 4 pushing. Need help. A. Also, what I mean by being precise, let's say the terrorists, you guys have won like 4 or 5 rounds in a row. Your economy's fine, but the terrorists have won 2 in a row. After that, after you guys have won like 5 in a row. So you won 5, and then the terrorists won 2. And then you won 1. So you're not really sure, are they forcing up, or what are they doing? Do they have AKs, or just sort of saving for another round? What are they doing? So if you're not really sure what their economy is, and you see 1 pushing, 2 pushing, and they have AKs, be like, okay, 2 AKs. Or you're in mid here, holding mid, not sure if they're going to have an op or anything like that, or even if you are sure they're going to have an op, it's pretty important to know where that op is. So if you're holding right here, a guy shoots you with an op, maybe he kills you, maybe he doesn't, say 1 op mid or op mid, something like that. Don't be like, oh god, they're all mid. I just died, fuck, shit, poopy. You know, just be precise. Don't say unnecessary stuff, and that, again, that falls back to keeping the comms clear. And finally, a last little tip, which should be just not really a tip that needs to be said, but be friendly. You know, maybe there's a guy that's having an off game. We've all been there. I mean, don't Don't lie. We've all had pretty poopy games. But if he's having a bad game, the worst thing you can possibly do is be like, oh, you suck, dude. What are you doing? Why are you so bad at this game? You should uninstall. Why are you even at this rank? Don't be a dick, you know? Calling someone terrible is not going to make them perform better. It's not going to make them do better. It's just going to put everybody on your team. Even if you are just directing it at that one guy, it's going to put everybody on your team off their game. You know, you're, one, cluttering up the comms, and two, you're just being a general dick, and your team can't really concentrate because you're trashing this one guy, and then maybe one guy tries to defend that guy that's having a bad game, and he gets into it, and then it's just sort of a snowball effect. So, being a jerk basically loses you the game. I mean, honestly, you put your team on edge, it really just, that's pretty much it. It puts your team on edge. You guys just don't have good teamwork after that, you know? So, hopefully this short little video, was a little bit helpful. I mean, I know it's sort of basic information for a lot of people, but again, a lot of people don't necessarily know how to communicate effectively, and it sometimes costs rounds. But as always, thank you all very much for watching, and see you next time.